Standing by, and what an active night last night, Dylan.
Yes, it's certainly. Well, quite an interesting day of weather here in central and eastern Kentucky on this Thursday for probably 85% of the viewing area. It's been great. It's felt like summer, but we've got that long-lasting supercell thunderstorm that is still moving across northeastern Kentucky. Now, the outflow here from that rain-cooled air with all the warm, moist air we've got here in the bluegrass has helped this cell to develop just south of Frenchburg. And you see a little bit of pink in there, so wouldn't be surprised if we see some hail with that. Just tracking it off to the east here, looking at over toward western Morgan County coming up here in the short term. But farther to the northeast, this is the cell that we have been watching. And again, our skit marker here, which is our storm identification and tracking system, where you see the black, that means some very large hail, and the algorithm is picking up on that. In fact, in the box here, you see 100% chance of hail, 90% chance of severe hail, upwards of golf ball sized hail, and the BTI, that's a scale of 1 to 10. The potential of a tornado, it's low. It's only 2.9. This thing is headed toward Grayson and eventually southern Boyd County, but it has lasted a very long time. I want to take you back to 145. This is southern Indiana. Here is northern Kentucky. This thing makes a beeline and drops a tornado right over Madison, Indiana, and Milton in northern Trimble County, right along the river, and you see the blinking purple. That means a confirmed tornado polygon. So that's what you'll expect to see. And the cylinder, that is a shear marker, meaning it's picking up on rotation. And also you see the gray cylinder. That is our debris tracker, which is debris aloft, which makes sense given that we had some damage and debris lofted from Madison and Milton. And then, of course, all that video that we had, and we'll continue to show you, it's floating all over social media around the Carrollton area. It skipped the river and continued to create some issues through parts of Owen County crossing I-75, and it is still ongoing across our northeastern counties. You see much of the area high and dry and just great out there. This cell developed on the tail end of a squall line of storms racing eastward. You look back to the west, Missouri, Illinois. Looks like the central part of the Ohio Valley has the best chance at seeing some organized severe weather later in the evening here in Lexington right now. About 79 degrees with our Hicks and Funson cam. South to southwest wind 15 to 20, so the breeze has been pushing in that warm, moist, and fairly unstable air up north, closer to that boundary. 81 in Somerset, 78 in Manchester. And look at these temperatures across the Ohio and Tennessee Valley. It feels more like early June, and that will change. Thunderstorms blowing up big time across parts of eastern Oklahoma, southern Missouri, and northwestern Arkansas. That's ahead of that frontal boundary, which will catch us in the middle of the night. Now, the good news is it's a lower severe threat because the atmosphere stabilizes generally during the overnight hours. Still expecting the potential of a few strong storms, and then by tomorrow morning we'll top out in the mid-60s early, and then temperatures begin to take, I think, a little bit of a tumble late in the afternoon with some lingering showers, maybe a rumble of thunder or two. We've got a low-end risk tonight in the green, basically up and down the I-75 corridor, damaging winds being the primary threat. As far as our rainfall totals are concerned here, it's going to vary wherever the heaviest rainfall sets up. Could see upwards of 3/4 of an inch to an inch possible. Now, as we roll through the weekend, it's looking a whole lot better beyond tomorrow. In fact, high pressure is going to build in, and that's going to bring some very pleasant air into the region. So after a stormy start to Friday, we are looking good this weekend. 62 on Saturday, St. Patrick's Day dry and 58. The advertised chill as we end winter, a few snowflakes mixed in, potentially only 41 on Monday. Spring arrives late on Tuesday evening, and it will feel like it mid and latter part of next week with highs in the 50s and 60s.